chick. Come in.
Your Honor, you have a problem.
Oh Lord, what new problem do we have now?
Well, Your Honor, this time it's serious and it's real. There was a robbery at a Target for some of the newest toys and wrapping paper. And I have an idea of who would do such a horrendous job because of his past crimes done to me. A man on my street named Brian Huff. Now, can you write up a search warrant for me so I can only, prove my point?
There's no probable cause for a search warrant for that poor man and his home.
Alright, but I'm telling you, I'm right. I am telling you, I'm right. Hello, Mr. Huff. This is Officer Smithers, and I have come to search your home in light of the new robbery that you've committed. Didn't you commit?
Why? What have I done? I haven't left the premises in 2 weeks. I couldn't have done anything. Also, do you even have a warrant to come into my house?
I don't need to tell you, since you already should know that you're guilty.
What? What are you doing?
I need a warrant to prove my point to the fact that you are guilty. You shall remain in the car until I thoroughly search your home. Oh my God, I hope I can frame it successfully.
It is Thanksgiving 2016. Officer Smithers is setting up for dinner.
Alright, time to check up on this turkey.
When he is checking up on his turkey, he notices that his turkey was stolen from the oven.
Where did my turkey go?
He thinks about the time when last year his neighbor borrowed his lawnmower but never returned it.
What if it's my neighbor who's the thief of my turkey? I mean, he did steal my lawnmower before. And besides, he told me that he didn't buy a turkey. So, I let it go in the past. But I've had enough!
After thinking about all these thoughts, Smithers immediately suspects his neighbor. He rushes over to his home and bangs on the door. He asks his neighbor to give his turkey back with a stern and determined voice, but his neighbor refuses to admit it.
I know it was you. I know it was you.
Okay, Mr. Huff. After inspecting the crime, we can conclude that you committed this crime. You did it, right? It was you, wasn't it? Now, after a closer look at your card balances, we can conclude that you are poor. Considering this, you do not have a defense lawyer.
I'm not guilty. I haven't done anything wrong. And I have a right to a lawyer.
If you are proven guilty, your bail amount will be 3 billion American dollars.
I don't have any relatives here. How do you expect me to get bailed out? I only have 3 children who aren't even in high school yet, and my wife only makes minimum wage.
Shush or I'll become $4 billion.
Well, why?
Okay, it is $7 billion now. You do not disrespect me in my courtroom! The trial will take place on December 23rd, 2025. Until then, you may sit in jail and think about the ridiculously idiotic decisions you have made until it made you imbecile. The court is adjourned.
Okay, you just need to help me frame Huff. The idiot stole my turkey, and now he needs to pay for his actions.
Just give me money and I'll make up evidence to frame him.
There you go.
Consider the job done. I now call this trial to order. Mr. Huff, please step out.
Mr. Huff is guilty. He went to Target. He stole the toys and wrapping paper.
He is the one who committed this horrible act right before Christmas 6 years ago. I asked you, Miss Roberts, who saw the whole thing happen, to explain the story.
It was in the morning. I saw him running to his home with Target bags in his hand and all black clothing. He ran and then, later, he came out with bags filled with trash. I think of it as a way to cover up the fact that he stole. After that, he went back inside and I had my errands to run, so I didn't see anything else after.
Exactly. This just shows that he did indeed steal those items and tried to hide the accessories he used by turning the evidence into trash bags. Thank you, Miss Roberts. Now, I call my second witness to the stand, Eliza Harper. Miss Harper, please explain what you saw that day.
I was watering my plants in the morning like I always do, and I saw Mr. Huff running to his house with 2 to 3 bags that looked to be Target bags. He was wearing all black clothing like he just came straight from a funeral. He ran into the house and came back out with around 15 minutes later with the same bags, but instead they were filled to the brim with trash. After that, I went into my home and didn't see what happened after.
Okay, thank you, Miss Harper. You may go back to your seat. This, ladies and gentlemen, is proof that he committed the crime and stole from Target. I don't think we need any further investigation.
Thank you. You may be seated, Mr. Clarkson. Mr. Huff, please come inside. Would you like to plead your case, or are you just going to accept the truth that you are guilty?
I will plead my case. You all have proof that I am the robber, but I haven't even left my house during those times. I was too busy preparing for my daughter's birthday.
Your Honor, I have something to say about what the suspect just said.
Go ahead.
So you say that you were preparing for your daughter's birthday, but what if all the toys and wrapping paper you sold were indeed for your daughter's birthday? I think it is very clear that the suspect has no clear evidence that he wasn't the robber. We should just declare him guilty and be done with this case.
No, I didn't even buy any wrappings.
But you did buy the presents, right?
Yes, but
Alright, no more objections. Jurors, please come up with your final verdict, and after we shall decide when the sentencing will be. Until then, we'll have a break.
Guys, I think I know the suspect. His face is very familiar.
Yeah, I know him too. He accidentally bumped into me on the street and I fell and hit my head. Luckily, I didn't get a concussion.
Really? That's not nearly as bad as what he did to my family and neighbors last year. He went around the block collecting money from everyone to throw a Christmas party, and we weren't even invited.
Huff's kid is so undisciplined that he stole my child's toy. We need to control his kids better.
Him and his wife are real customers. They spend rumors all day, every day. One time they spread a rumor that my Chanel Christmas cake.
Really, he vandalized my home in the middle of the night.
I heard about that. It was around Halloween time, right?
Yeah, all I know is that he needs to pay for everything he did.
I agree. After all this damage he has done to our neighborhood, I suggest that we vote him guilty no matter what.
I think we all agree on that idea.
Final verdict is that Huff is guilty.
Let's get this trial over so I can get home.
We all have our verdict.
Okay, Miss Salvatore, please share it with us.
Let's look at the details. We the jury, but Mr. Huff, guilty!
Alright, thank you for your verdict. We will have the sentencing on December 26, 2025. Welcome to the sentencing. Let us begin so I can leave already. During the last trial, we concluded that Mr. Huff is guilty and his punishment is to stay in an extremely burning pool along with the pulling of his nails out every other day until none remain. This punishment will go on until Mr. Huff dies or is bailed out. Court is finally adjourned!